Is blindness a barrier? No.
Is deafness a barrier? No.
Are mobility, learning, cognitive disabilities, speech impairments and others, or even a combination of them, barriers? No way. Lack of accessibility is.
Welcome to Web Accessibility for All.
Follow the blind. This journey starts now.
Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Web Accessibility for All. I am your host, Ariel, and today we are diving into a fascinating topic at the intersection of accessibility, user experience, and modern web development. We are exploring three major philosophies that shape how we build the web today: Progressive Enhancement, Graceful Degradation, and Resilient Web Design. We'll discuss why they exist, what problems they aim to solve, and how they impact accessibility and inclusion. Let's get started.
Why do these philosophies exist?
Before we dive into the specifics of each philosophy, let's take a step back. Why do we even need progressive enhancement, graceful degradation, or resilient web design? At their core, these philosophies address one big challenge.
The web is unpredictable.
In real life, people access the web on a variety of devices, ranging from high-end gaming PCs to feature phones, and internet connections vary dramatically, from blazing fast to slower than a snail on a lazy day. Additionally, users with disabilities rely on assistive technologies such as screen readers, voice controls, or switch devices to navigate and interact with the web. So these approaches exist to ensure that no matter who is using your site or how they are accessing it, it works. Their shared goals are
1. Inclusivity.
ensuring everyone can access the content regardless of abilities or technology.
2. Resilience.
Designing systems that gracefully handle failure, whether it's a missing resource or a lack of JavaScript support.
3. Flexibility.
Adapting to the wide variety of browsers, devices, and user needs. Each philosophy takes a slightly different path to achieve these goals. Let's explore them one by one.
Progressive enhancement, the foundational philosophy.
First up is Progressive Enhancement, the oldest of the three. It came onto the scene in the early 2000s when developers realized that not all users had the latest and greatest browsers or devices. The idea is simple. Start with a basic, functional experience that works for everyone. Then layer on additional features and enhancements for users who have more capable technology.
Wait, so build the app in layers? Like an onion?
Exactly. Here's how progressive enhancement works. 1. Start with HTML to provide the core content and structure. 2. Add CSS to enhance the layout and design. 3. Sprinkle in JavaScript for interactivity and advanced functionality. Let's understand this with real code snippets. First, the HTML, in this case for a little form.
Less form. Action equals /submit. Method equals post greater. Less label. For equals email greater. Email. Less /label greater. Less input. Type equals email. ID equals email. Name equals email. Required greater. Less button. Type equals submit greater. Submit. Less /button greater. Less /form greater.
Now let's add a layer of styling with CSS.
Form left brace. Margin : 20 px semi. Font - family : Arial, sans - serif . Right brace. Button left brace. Background - color : number 007 bff semi. Color : number fff semi. Border : none semi. Padding : 10 px 20 px semi. Right brace.
And finally, let's enhance functionality with JavaScript.
Document.query selector left paren, form right paren, .add event listener left paren, submit, left paren, e right paren, equals greater left brace. E.prevent default left paren, right paren, semi. / run some client validation here. / and submit the form using Ajax. Right brace right paren, semi.
The key here is that even without a CSS styling, or even if JavaScript fails, the form still works, because the core functionality is built into the HTML.
Graceful degradation. Start big, scale down.
Now let's talk about graceful degradation, which approaches the problem from the opposite direction. Here, you build a full-featured experience first and then adapt it for less capable browsers or devices. This philosophy emerged alongside JavaScript-heavy applications, where developers needed a fallback for users who couldn't run complex scripts.
So if progressive enhancement is building up, graceful degradation is stripping down?
Exactly. Here's a quick example of graceful degradation in JavaScript.
Function fetch stock prices left paren, right paren, left brace. / advanced feature using JavaScript. Fetch left paren, / API / stocks right paren. Then left paren, residential right paren, equals greater res.json left paren, right paren. Then left paren, data right paren, equals greater console.log left paren, stock prices : data right paren, semi. Right brace. Blank. / graceful fallback for users without JavaScript. If left paren, type of fetch equals function right paren, left brace. Fetch stock prices left paren, right paren, semi. Right brace else left brace. Document.body.text content equals upgrade your browser for live stock updates. Semi. Right brace.
Here we are checking for an existing browser functionality, and only if it's available we use it. If not, the code does not break.
Resilient web design. Embracing uncertainty.
Finally, we have resilient web design, which combines the best of both worlds. It's about designing applications that adapt gracefully to failure, whether that's a missing script, a slow network, or a device limitation.
Key practices.
1. Use feature detection instead of browser detection. 2. favor progressive loading of resources. Free, embrace server-side rendering or SSR for solid foundation. Let's see how this would look like in JavaScript.
If left paren, service worker in navigator right paren, left brace. Navigator.serviceworker.register left paren, /sw.js right paren. Then left paren, right paren, equals greater console.log left paren, service worker registered. Right paren, Catch left paren, right paren, equals greater console.error left paren, service worker registration failed. Right paren, semi. Right brace else left brace. Console.warn left paren, service workers are not supported in this browser. Right paren, semi. Right brace.
Modern tools for applying these principles.
Let's talk tools. Frameworks like Next.js or Nuxt.js are fantastic for server-side rendering. Next.js, built on React, it's perfect for SSR and static site generation. Nuxt.js, similar to Next but built for Vue.js, is another great choice. Both frameworks enable lazy loading, which helps for progressive enhancement and resilience. For accessibility testing, use Xcore to test accessibility violations in real time, and also Lighthouse to audit your site for performance, SEO, and accessibility.
Recommended approach.
1. Start with the basics. Use progressive enhancement to ensure a solid foundation. 2. Plan for fallback scenarios. Apply graceful degradation for advanced features. 3. Prepare for failure. Adopt resilient web design principles for robust applications. 4. Test often. Use tools like Xcore and Lighthouse.
Dos and don'ts to have in mind.
Do start with semantic HTML and simple designs. Don't rely entirely on JavaScript for critical functionality. Do test with real users and various devices. Don't assume your users always have the latest technology. Progressive enhancement, graceful degradation, or resilient web design each have their strengths and weaknesses. In practice, you'll often use a mix of all three, depending on your app's requirements. And remember, it's not just about choosing a philosophy. It's about committing to inclusive, accessible, and resilient web practices.
Okay, I'm sold. But is it really that important for accessibility?
Absolutely. Think of it like this. If you build with everyone in mind, you are not just meeting accessibility standards, you are future-proofing your app. So here's my challenge for you. In your next project, take a step back and ask yourself, is this accessible to everyone? Is it resilient? Will it work for all users in all conditions?
Wrapping up.
We've covered a lot today. Progressive enhancement, graceful degradation, and resilient web design. Each plays a vital role in creating modern, accessible applications. The key takeaway: the most resilient and inclusive web apps combine these strategies in a thoughtful way. Thanks for listening to Web Accessibility for All, my friend. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with your team, leave a review, and let me know your thoughts. Together, we can make the web a more inclusive place for all, because accessibility isn't just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. Goodbye.
Thanks for joining us today. Subscribe for a new challenge next week. And don't be shy. Leave us a review or ask your accessibility questions online. See you next week for another episode of Web Accessibility for All.